Hey guys, and welcome back to another war video with the Interceptor. So today we are taking on X-K9 or the brothers. These guys are a Master slash Plat 1 Alliance. They finished in both before. And today I had to start work literally 5 minutes after Alliance War started, so I couldn't possibly get a path. But we came back about 10 minutes before this. I made sure my paths were good, and then we were able to join. So going into this war, I believe we are in Platinum 1, and we're still in Tier 1. They have a Thing Boss, and they're, of course, running the Protection, or the Protect Global, or the Defensive Global, not Protect, sorry, Stubborn. And today we're bringing in the team of Namor, I believe Warlock, and Magic. Yeah, okay, so I thought so. Namor only has one fight this war, but it is a fight that I would definitely prefer to have him for. So Blade on this node is really pretty easy, not really easy, as you guys saw in maybe Karate Mike's video. He actually had a Warlock on the team and decided not to bring Warlock into this fight, which was kind of confusing. But what I'm going to do is I am going to bring Warlock into this fight here, I think. Maybe I don't. I genuinely don't remember. Oh yeah, so here I was going to throw on invulnerability boost, and I just wanted to check to make sure they were in the compensation package. So now that I know that I'm going to throw one on. I don't remember who I used though. That's really weird. I think Warlock is the best counter to this node. I have taken it before in the preseason with Blade here, and it's gone very well, but I'm going to go in with Namor. The only risk with going into this fight with Warlock is if the opponent plays with no salve or willpower, then they actually won't be degened, or sorry, they won't be power drained with Warlock. When you hit your 20 souls and or your 20 charges and get an infection. But with Blade on this fight, it's just a really simple fight. Of course, I have suicides on for this war. We lose 4% from our bleed because some of the damage gets negated by me dashing forward. But what we're trying to do is we're just trying to get to a special 3. I don't really care about the unstoppable that much. But what I do care about is not blocking his special. So when you're watching Karate Mike's video, what he actually did a lot in the fight using Omega Red is he would block one hit or both hits of the special, which was kind of just really confusing because you can't reliably counter Namor's Blade Special 1 anyways. So what you can do is you can either block the second hit and intercept, or you can simply evade both hits and then parry a medium attack, which is what I try to do a lot. But here we're just going to go for our special 3. I've of course boosted because I've been boosted for every single fight this whole season. And he is almost dead. We just need to get to that special 3 quickly. So here I knew I was going to kill in or probably 2 combos. So we do hit that nice intercept there for a nice 11k medium with our Fury. And we go into this next fight. So this next fight is a Terex on the second node. And my track record against Terex is not amazing this season. I'm 50%. Of course, we died because I accidentally hit a reparry because I stupidly didn't take off parry and dexterity for this for the fight on Stunning Reflection. But yeah, very, very straightforward fight. There's absolutely nothing challenging to this fight whatsoever. We're going to get those armor breaks on us, but with that combined with the 2 debuffs we get from our suicide, basically this entire fight we're going to be at 100%. There is literally no risk to this fight. His AI is so aggressive that it is extremely rare that you ever miss an intercept. So right there, I knew that he's bleed immune, so I would get extra charges for a heavy attack. We decided to go for it, and then we just need to bait an L1. He's a little bit unwilling to throw it, but really we have a 5-minute timer, and in 30 seconds he's down to half health. So am I really that worried? Not really. So there he's going to activate his rock field again, which was, of course obstructs him from gaining any power, which means we can just absolutely wail on him while he tries to get the damage back on us, but with any more sig ability it actually gets reflected and we do extra damage him. So very, very straightforward fight. We got in our Imperious first Rex, but I didn't even use a single special, and we kill him in just over a minute. So very good option for almost any Terex is using Namor. So we'll go into the next section, and on this left side, this was actually a fight I was not supposed to take. It was originally for someone else because I was not specifically told to bring in Magic this war. I was only told to bring in Namor and Warlock. Warlock was, of course, going to be for both of the fights in my next section. But we decided to bring in Magic, first of all, for the Warlock synergy, which makes the opponent gain way less power, so I can use my Special 2 when they're at 2.5 bars of power, which is really convenient. But they placed Hyperion on this node. You see I use Invulnerability Boost. I'm not even going to use it, so all we need to do is hit one more parry here, and this guy is just permanently locked. So normally when I'm using Magic, what I do is I turn off the poison suicides. In there I did get hit, but luckily my invulnerability boost up. Hyperion is defensive, so dexing there, despite it being a guaranteed opening, is going to in fact give him the indestructible. But in this fight I'm not worried about timing out or dying to my suicide, so as long as I don't mess up again, this is just a horrible placement. I don't even believe that I used my SP1 boost, because if he got to his Special 3, I had my invulnerability boost. We did get clipped by one SP2 there, and we got stunned by it, unfortunately, but I don't really care. So now we're going to go in about an hour later and take down this invisible woman. Vigor and Indomitable just means that Void doesn't work, basically. Well, he works for Vigor, but he doesn't work for Indomitable. So taking Invisible Woman on this node, there is not really much to this node. It's a very simple fight. I don't know how I really feel about this placement. I feel like Ghost, Corvus, literally anyone could take Invisible Woman on this node very, very easily. So we have an infection on, and Warlock's so beefy that it doesn't matter if I mess up a few more times. I'm not dying in this fight. So our L2 takes away half her health, including an 11k hit on 11k crit on the last hit. So the only thing I really have to worry about is her invisibility, and I do double heavies in the corner just to make sure that I push her into the invisibility. Because if I'd parried and my first hit had been missed and I wouldn't have been ready for it, it was just way safer to do it that way. So we do get the invisibility to go away, and then we go in with Warlock and we clean up. So very, very clean fight right there. D1 hits, just took a few hits, but I'm not really that concerned. And this fight, I was a little confused on how I was going to do this fight, but I ended up settling on reparries. So I'm going to go in with Warlock. I did heal up outside of the recording, but it wasn't that much. It was like 2 potions maybe. So we're just going to hit a bunch of reparries at the start and barely even contact him. But all I really want to do is make sure that I get up the infection. There I healed him again, but honestly this is not a very hard fight, so I'm not that concerned. So you have 2 ways that you can end this fight. So obviously fighting Iron Man Infinity War, anytime that he has 3 or more armor ups, it's not a very good idea to go in and hit him there, so I did hit the double parry just to get the infections on him. But since my L2 actually removes armor breaks, I can use his as long as he's not in that bottom 15%. But I did mess up there once, but that's not the biggest deal. And here you notice he has 3, so I'm not going to hit him, and then I'm just going to wait. But what I was talking about earlier is the ways you can get through the last 15% of him. There's 2 ways you can do it with Warlock. One way is you can just wait until he does not have an armor up, and then you can use your heavy attack to inflict bleed. Or you can throw your Special 2 or Special 3 as long as he has minimal armor up. So right here, he's I don't have to worry about Buffet taking away my armor up and healing him. And I also don't have to worry about getting auto-blocked when he has no charges. So there he's at 2%. I throw off a heavy. You didn't get to see the crit, but it was 12k, so it's very nice. Once again, 51 and 2. I believe that was the exact same score as the previous fight. But that's going to be it for me. I had a very short war today. We did unfortunately take the L. It was a very close war. But shout out to X-K9 for taking home the win. So that is very unfortunate we took that loss, but as long as we win our last 2 wars, we should be just fine, or even one of them, and we'll be just fine. So that is going to be it for this war. So winning or losing that war, let me just make sure I have my notes open here. Losing that war makes us 4-3 on the season. Of course, we did miss 3 wars. That's why the total is 7 and not 10. And then we have 3 deaths total this season. Like to keep that. Of course, since I only have 2 more wars after that, not dying again would be great, but 1 death or 2 is not the biggest deal in the world. It's still finishing with 5 deaths, worst case scenario. But as far as our PSR goes, we're 44 out of 47, which once again raises it 1% to 94% success rate. So, of course, you guys know our goal is 95, but we're going to keep going and see how that works. So we're Platinum 1 rank 19 right now. 2 wins from here on out will get us Masters as long as we stayed in Tier 1, but unfortunately we got dropped down to Tier 2 with that loss. But that's going to be it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.